Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for joining us for Jamaica Magazine. Between the pages today, we explore the Montego Bay Cultural Centre. Plus, we satisfy our gastronomy cravings at Devon House. Then later in the show, we visit another significant Jamaican building, the new Coroners and Special Coroners Court. After this short message, the news, and then we'll delve into those features and others. Stay with us.
Nominations are now open for the 2017 Prime Minister's Youth Awards for Excellence. Persons 15 to 29 years old may apply and be recognized for their work in 11 exciting categories. There's also a Jamaica 55 commemorative category for youth engaged in community-based volunteerism. Access nomination forms by visiting moey.gov.jm, youthjamaica.com, or any youth information center across the island. Nominations close August 31.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your GIS News for Friday, July 21. Coffee growing and production will be incorporated in school curriculums as part of expanded cooperation between Jamaica and Japan. Education Minister Senator Ruel Reid says the principles of coffee production will be introduced to curriculums from the primary to tertiary level. This is one of several areas for implementation agreed to in the minister's recent visit to Japan, which provided the model and has built out an extensive industry around coffee.
There are several coffee academies in Japan, and we are also looking at setting up at least one of those academies so we can understand the nature and the full business of coffee that we can probably replicate in other industries.
He says the Education Ministry is also looking at the formal introduction of natural disaster safety and security plans in the school curriculum, building on the Japanese model, customized to fit the Jamaican context. Jamaica and Japan are also exploring a partnership between the Caribbean Maritime Institute and Sophia University to offer a degree in engineering science. Minister Reid says the cooperation lends itself to the establishment of a booming industry, with Jamaica being able to replicate the use of limestone to make paper.
And since we have a lot of limestone in Jamaica, it is something we want to explore, leading with Caribbean Maritime University and partnering with some of our small business institutions.
The Caribbean Maritime Institute is partnering with the Antwerp Maritime Academy in Belgium to develop their curriculum in several key fields of study. The two signed a memorandum of understanding yesterday to cement the partnership.
That students from here can come over to our academy and vice versa. And that's the main goal of this memorandum of understanding. Transfer of knowledge.
And you know they have 9 PhD strands there. So we'll be doing faculty development. We're going to have PhD in the field of specialization, because this will be a university of distinction.
Chief Education Officer Dr. Grace McLean says the partnership offers an excellent opportunity to expand overall educational cooperation between Jamaica and Belgium.
This agreement with the AMA, with its well-established training programs for students from across Europe and outside the continent, augurs well for the exposure of regional students to the best and most current training techniques that are available.
The Ministry of Health has launched another exciting element of its Jamaica Moves Healthy Lifestyle Thrust to engage thousands of Jamaicans in more active and positive lifestyle habits. The Get Moving Corporate Challenge was launched on Wednesday. It calls for companies and their staff to register at jamaicamoves.com and participate in the 2017 race circuit, which consists currently of 6 different races. These races span the period September 10 to December 2, 2017. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is appealing for maximum involvement.
This is indeed for us a possible game changer in trying to influence lifestyle in Jamaica. You will have to register separately for the events beyond when you register for the Jamaica Move Corporate Challenge through the website or otherwise. But they are inexpensive events, and I believe it's money well spent for your workers who incidentally will be more productive if they are fitter.
Companies and their staff will earn points every time they participate in an event, which will go towards selecting the champion. Government will be reviewing the way parish health committees function. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the ministry is moving towards establishing an appropriate mechanism for these committees to deliver more compassionate care in hospitals and clinics.
By reviewing the terms of reference of the health committees, and that will determine to the persons that we look for to bring on board to serve on these committees. And essentially, the criteria is going to be to identify persons who are civic-minded.
Minister Christopher Tufton made the disclosure during a recent tour of public health facilities in Portland. And finally, organizers of the Jamaica 55 Diaspora Conference are placing much emphasis on engaging young people through a special youth forum. The Global Young Leaders of Jamaica Forum is slated for Wednesday, July 26 at the Jamaica Conference Centre in Kingston. At the forum, discussions will focus on entrepreneurship, mentoring young people, and deepening cultural ties and affinity with Jamaica. The conference begins this Sunday, July 23, with an official opening ceremony and the Governor General's Achievement Awards. This is to be followed by a welcome home reception at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. The 4 days of activities wrap up on Wednesday, July 26. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Nicky baby, come here. You understand, so I have to send you guy your auntie so you can go to school and turn out better than me.
When I go be my time. Piggy, come finish your work.
If you or anyone you know has been a victim of human trafficking, call 811 or 1-888-PROTECT. Be wise. Open your eyes. Spot them. Stop them. A message brought to you by the National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons.
Out West is a beautiful structure that is calling cultural and business buffs. Take a look at the offerings of the Montego Bay Cultural Centre.
The Montego Bay Cultural Centre is a licensed, registered visitors attraction, and it's also an entity of the St. James Parish Council, under which it houses various entities: the National Museum, National Gallery West, a town hall, which is a multi-purpose hall. The capacity for the town hall can seat 250 to 300 theatre style. It also has under its covering a Freedom Monument as well as a bistro.
And what we do at the National Gallery West is to have either abridged versions of exhibitions that we have had in Kingston that have gotten critical acclaim, or we have exhibitions that have been specifically curated for our Western audience.
The National Museum Jamaica is a division of the Institute of Jamaica, and we have a couple spaces at the Montego Bay Civic Centre, an arrangement of artifacts that speak both to national history and in particular to Montego Bay's own history. So we have two spaces, one of the exhibitions from Montego Bay to the world. The other space that we have is focused on Rastafari. Is one of the traditions that naturally attract international tourists to come to the center.
The Montego Bay Cultural Centre offers the most comprehensive historic and cultural artistic exhibitions. We attract a wide range of individuals as well as school groups. Our numbers each month goes up to between 800 to 1,000, and the numbers continues to grow because of the ardent and aggressive marketing and sensitization that we have been embarking on in terms of promotion of all aspects. What we have realized is that by virtue of the fact that the rich history that we house at the cultural center, school groups now has also integrated into their curriculum, where it is mandatory that they should visit the center to be a part of the comprehensive historic resources as it relates to artistic as well as historic wealth of information that we have there. We have also been able to attract foreigners. Since November last year, we have been realizing influx of cruise ship passengers that have been coming into the center because of the wealth of information that can be garnered from the exhibitions that we have on display there. So we're out there. We have a website. Our website is montegobayculturalcentre.org, and it is up and running. The information is current. The center is managed by the board of directors, which is Montego Bay Arts Council Limited, which has direct oversight over the center. Currently, we're funded. Majority of our funding is through or from TEF. However, the ultimate goal and aspiration of the cultural center is to have it to be able to sustain itself. Hence, the in-house revenue generated entities, for example, the entrance fee, the gift and logo shop, the car park, which we manage at the back, the town hall, and the bistro. There's an entrance fee that we offer, and payments can be made both in local and foreign currency. Locally, it's $400, and foreign currency is $8 US. School groups as well as teachers, we allow them free access to come into the center. However, if parents or guardians are a part of the school groups, they will be charged the entrance fee. Our opening hours at the Montego Bay Cultural Centre are Tuesdays to Sundays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
You can lower your salt intake by checking the labels when buying processed and packaged foods. Compare products and choose the options lower in salt. A low salt option should have less than 120 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams of food. Reduce the salt and increase your consumption of fresh unprocessed foods. When cooking and at the table, use herbs, spices, and other seasonings to give you great flavor and taste. A public service message from the Jamaica Information Service and the Ministry of Health.
The children are on holidays and it's the weekend, so give them a treat of delectable meals at Devon House. Watch this to hear about the government's plans for this national treasure.
This evening we launch the first of hopefully a number of gastronomy centers across destination Jamaica. We selected Devon House to be the start not only because it is unique in its own offerings, we also selected Devon House because it's in the center of commerce and entertainment and culture in the Caribbean, the city of Kingston.
Gastronomy is one of the fastest growing reasons for people to travel. The World Tourism Organization estimates that the gastronomy market is approximately $150 billion. Boasting world-renowned food and beverage delights such as ackee and saltfish, jerk pork, coffee and rum, Jamaica is being marketed as a food destination. The Tourism Ministry is serving a platter of treats to foodies. Serving the helpings are gastronomy centers of Jamaica, stops for guests to cook, dine and be educated on Jamaican food.
We're going to be establishing here at Devon House the first gastronomy club, and we will be building a special kitchen so that dream of putting the first standalone kitchen without a chef, without a cook, without anyone except those who will see to its campness throughout the period. And we will be marketing that kitchen as a location for visitors from across the world to come to Devon House and cook. So you will bring your families on a Sunday afternoon, and we'll be establishing a farmer's market just next door to it. The final thing that we want to do here at Devon House in advancing this gastronomy prototype is to establish a food shop. You move from shop to shop and you just nibble, you just pick and eat different types of cuisine. So you perhaps start with a little rundown. The next shop is jerk chicken, the next shop is jerk pork, the next shop is ackee and saltfish.
It seems a perfect combo. Devon House, built by Jamaica's first black millionaire in the 1800s, has transcended into a haven for ice cream lovers and socialites. Already on site, some 14 eateries featuring local and international cuisine.
I think it's an excellent idea. I think the time has come for that. We serve both Jamaican food, international food, and we also have an Italian pizzeria.
Voila.
What we do is a thin crust pizza with fresh dough, daily prepared, and we combine it with the Jamaican flavors. So like the Jamaican pizza is ackee and callaloo, or jerk pork, jerk chicken. We also do Hawaiian, pepperoni, so we try to please all kind of buds.
It's a fabulous idea. One, because Devon House has such rich history, and I believe that it's in line with our culture. It's just whatever it is that comes and intertwines together as one. You know, food, culture, music, is a lifestyle.
I know it's going to be much more exciting. I believe what the Ministry of Tourism have done so far in terms of the improvement on the property is just amazing, and I just know it's going to get better as it goes along. The other retail shops that are here is also a wonderful combination. The atmosphere is great. We love it for Rev Jewelry and Accessories because it lends to the energy and the synergy of what we have to offer. So I'm very happy about this move.
It's an absolutely amazing idea. If we can bring gastronomy and market that as a tourism destination, or as a tourist choice rather, that would be amazing.
The thought of persons in Jamaica and all that has always been, why is our food not more out there, Why isn't that more people coming just for the food? So, with the minister's vision, it was really about putting that plan into reality.
So happy that the minister has been able to fuse food across the world, Jamaican with Chinese, Jamaican with Italian, Jamaican with Indian, Jamaican with French. Any cuisine across the world, we can fuse it with some of our jerk seasoning or some things that are synonymous to Jamaica.
We are particularly happy at this initiative by our minister. The more people that utilize Devon House to come there for different experiences, it means that Devon House will be more self-sufficient in generating funds for the upkeep and maintenance of this heritage site.
When you create a gastronomy center, create an opportunity for not just locals. The locals already understand Devon House, but the tourists that may come, it may attract visitors from the cruise operators, because it's a big deal. And I think it's something that we need to push and drive, because the history and culture of Devon House actually fits very well with the new model, the new proposed model.
What is justice? The upholding of what is just, fair treatment, and due reward in accordance with good morals, standards, and the law. In a society where there are cries of,
"We want justice!"
do we have or can we achieve a just society? Of course, but you and I must play our role to create a Jamaica that engenders public trust and confidence.
The nation's coroners now have a wonderful courthouse to conduct their affairs. The new court was recently handed over to the staff members. Take a look.
If I were to make an evaluation, I would say that the work done has exceeded expectations.
In December 2015, the justice system was plunged into tragedy. The four-story coroner's court building that was located on Duke Street in downtown Kingston was gutted by fire. This left the workers without an office and forced to work out of shared spaces at the Sutton Street Court. But like a butterfly that finds new life through a caterpillar, a newly modernized Coroners and Special Coroners Court has risen. The Ministry of Justice acquired and renovated space at 119A Maxfield Avenue in St. Andrew to house the court. Over $22 million was spent to renovate the building, which was recently handed over to the judiciary.
Even though the work of the court continued, I am proud to say that this facility, which is the new home of the Coroners and Special Coroners Courts, is really well appointed, has adequate space, and has completely new furnishings. Indeed, we spent just over $4.5 million to ensure that all the furniture that you will see are absolutely new. The contract for the refurbishing of this court was signed in February of this year. The refurbished premises will no doubt contribute to the efficient administration and operations of the courts. The exercise of the jurisdictions and functions of the courts can now take place in an environment that is in keeping with the dignity and importance of the coroner's offices. The judges' chambers, you will see, are quite spacious. The courtrooms are comfortable. There's adequate seating for the users of the courts, and there are facilities for the staff, such as a canteen or a pantry.
The staff is exceedingly happy for their new, comfortable work environment. A coroner is an officer who holds inquests on the bodies of persons suspected to have died by violence or accident in order to determine whether the death was natural or caused. Over 100 cases per year are dealt with by the Jamaican court.
But I'm pleased to see that the court has finally found another location which has been refurbished in a manner that is very aesthetically pleasing. Work has been done, much work has been done, as you have heard, and I commend the Ministry of Justice, Mr. Vivian Gordon, who led the charge, and all those who worked on this building in order to make it what it is.
It was on this architect that the government bestowed its confidence to transform the space into the new court.
In terms of the orientation and layout of the courtrooms and the facilities that are there, it is a very complete example of what a court facility is supposed to offer. So how the public are served, how they interact with the members of staff, how they utilize the courtroom, the amenities are all there. And as I said before, I don't want to make it sound as if there's no room for improvement, but it is a very good example of how the court environment is supposed to be. In the process of designing for the Ministry of Justice and in terms of designing courthouses, your clients are varied. You have judges, you have clerks, you have the staff of the court, you have police, you have all the people that have to interact with the justice system. But the process is design, and then you have to get into the process of creating the drawings, and then you have to get the process of tender for the actual construction phase, and then you have to do the supervision of the work. The ministry is fully aware of what our responsibilities are, and we are constantly striving to ensure that facilities that are provided for the public and the staff and the judges and the attorneys is of a standard that we are proud to call our own.
The new court will serve as a space to create and preserve a just society, inclusive of a timely delivery of justice.
This is where the magazine closes for today. For more television features, visit our YouTube channel. To remain informed on government's policies and programs, click on our webpage, jis.gov.jm. We're also on other social media sites, or you may download our app from the Google Play Store to stay in the know while you're on the go. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.